Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got some good news for those of you who get WIC benefits, as North Carolina says that it's not going to shut down due to the shutdown. The North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services says the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for women, infants, and children, commonly known as WIC, is still operational despite the government shutdown. Now, though the WIC program is not fully funded yet for the fiscal year of 2026, officials have not reported interruptions in service. Earlier this month, the USDA directed the state to delay November SNAP benefits, leaving 1.4 million North Carolinians without benefits starting this weekend. The state says SNAP benefits amount to between $230 million and $250 million each month. SNAP and WIC are separate federal nutrition programs. WIC provides resources like healthy foods, breastfeeding promotion and support, nutrition education, and community referrals to low-income pregnant, postpartum, and breastfeeding women, infants, and children up to age 5 who are at nutrition risk. DHHS says additional information will be shared if there are any updates or changes to WIC operations. To apply to the WIC program, for more information, you can visit the DHHS website by following a link at WITN.com. We also want to highlight a former ECU student again being charged with some crimes. Ashley Maria Martinez was arrested September 25th for 2 counts of ethnic intimidation, 2 counts of injury to real property, second-degree trespass, and misdemeanor larceny. Police Chief Jason Sugg said the 19-year-old went into a meditation room in the main student center, damaged some property, knocked over items, and took the Book of Mormon. Warrants say she also damaged the carpet by smearing human waste and urinated on a foot wash station. The ethnic intimidation charges say she threatened to assault members of the Muslim community because of their religion. Monday morning, in district court, she pleaded guilty to injury to real property and was placed on supervised probation for 18 months. Now, the teenager will also be evaluated for anger management and mental health. After completing probation, the other charges will be dropped. Maria Martinez cannot have any contact with ECU unless she is a student, and ECU says the teenager is no longer a student at the university. And then we also want to highlight the sentencing of a man who is facing drug and gun charges. Now, last Tuesday, Judge James Denver III sentenced Ban Lee Jr. to 11 years. The 33-year-old was convicted of ammunition by a felon and possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. In the summer of 2023, Elizabeth City Police were called to the 200 block of North Poindexter Street near East Colonial Avenue for a report of shots fired. Now, police say they found 2 businesses and a car hit by gunfire, along with several shell casings at the scene. And finally, we want to turn to your weather forecast. Again, we continue to watch not only rain showers here in eastern North Carolina and cloud cover keep our air temperatures a little bit cooler than our seasonal average, but more importantly, we also have our eyes on Hurricane Melissa. It continues to weaken, winds now down to 100-mile-an-hour winds. Those are maximum sustained winds, gusts at 120 miles an hour, and pressure is rising. 974 millibar central pressure reading. The system is moving northeast at 14 miles per hour. And again, these are the latest numbers as of the 11 a.m. update. The system again is expected to maintain hurricane strength as it moves towards Bermuda, may actually end up staying just off to the west of Bermuda, which unfortunately puts it a little bit closer to eastern North Carolina. Now, for impacts for us, we could potentially start to see wave energy from Melissa reach our coastline later on this afternoon, but certainly through the day tomorrow. By the time we wake up Friday, the system will be too far north for any of its residual wave energy to again continue to impact eastern North Carolina. Beach erosion continues to be a concern even today, and it will be again tomorrow. Just for reference, yesterday, 5 houses in Buxton fell into the Atlantic due to beach erosion due to the waves and the winds we saw from yesterday's low pressure system. So Melissa could unfortunately be claiming a few more houses if it does again slow down that forward movement speed. Hopefully it does not. Right now we've got some light showers across eastern North Carolina. Certainly nothing super heavy for today, but this rain is going to be staying fairly consistent. Not anticipating any sort of big change in the rainfall forecast for today. We will have heavier rain showers show up later on tonight into tomorrow morning. And some of those showers and storms could become severe. That's why tonight and tomorrow, first alert weather days because of that incoming frontal boundary. Right now, air temperatures reading generally in the mid to upper 50s. We do have some in the low to mid 60s. We've got 60 degrees in Elizabeth City, 62 through Swan Quarter, as well as Beaufort, 63 in Manio, and 66 degrees in Hatteras, as well as Stumpy Point. Now, closer to I-95, we're looking more at the low 50s. 50 degrees in Roanoke Rapids, 52 in Goldsboro, as well as Rocky Mount. The rest of eastern North Carolina kind of fits in within that range. Winds out of the north-northeast currently blowing in at around 7 to 15 miles an hour. However, those of you in Manio are probably raising your hands in. Charlie, it's a little bit breezier here. You guys are registering a 20-mile-an-hour sustained wind. Gusts today will get going later on this afternoon, but so far today, gusts haven't been nearly as strong as where they were yesterday. Here's kind of a look at what to expect as we make our way through the next few days rain-wise. We're not going to be losing out on the drops later on tonight. Some areas, again, we'll see some breaks in the rain showers, but they're early Thursday morning. We've got that frontal boundary working its way overhead, and that frontal boundary will be the source for maybe a few isolated severe thunderstorms. That's why, again, tonight into tomorrow morning will be first alert weather days because of that system, but it'll have a sharp backside line. Heavy rain showers ahead of that line, nothing behind it except for dry, sunny weather and breezy winds. Winds are going to remain strong as we head through your Thursday, not just in the morning, but through the afternoon as well. And here's kind of a look at what to expect over the next 8 days. Again, the rain chances will be gone by the time we reach Thursday afternoon. So everything's looking good for your Halloween forecast. We'll stay sunny and dry through the upcoming weekend. Next chance of rain once we get done with today and tomorrow. Looks like next week just a slim chance of maybe a few afternoon showers. Nothing too strong there. 20% chance of rain tacked on for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, with air temperatures holding near our seasonal norm. Well, that's all we have time for today's 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday.